It's certainly a big jump. It was about $4 billion the year earlier, so that's clearly about a 50% increase. It is still a relatively small proportion from the number of handsets they sell in India compared to the total. About 700 million is the total size of the market. They represent about 4% of that number. Now, India has been talked about for a very long time as being sort of the next China. People saying they see India kind of now where China was perhaps 10 years ago. China generates about $25 billion in revenue for Apple, so there's clearly a long runway to go if that's going to be the case. We have seen a massive shift, for a sizable shift at any rate, of manufacturing from China into India. That's partly to take better use of the Indian opportunity, but also to de-risk itself a little bit, and it is only a little bit, from what's happening in China.
Alex said this the other time, and this is, I feel, a huge story. It's been reported that Microsoft's Bing may replace basically the Google search engine as default on Samsung phones and any hardware. I mean, that feels huge.
Yeah, I mean, look, Samsung, they don't make as much money from handsets as Apple do, but they are the best-selling smartphones in the world. That would be quite meaningful for Google, that, it still makes a huge amount of money from mobile ads. One has to suspect, they wonder whether there's a little bit of negotiating going on, that actually, often Google pays for the privilege of being on some, particularly on Apple handsets. So is that a part of it? We don't know. This is something reported by the New York Times, that the new AI tools being introduced to Bing, coming from ChatGPT, coming from OpenAI, are making Bing a little bit more appealing. It does herald, perhaps, another step in the increasing search wars.